From here, these are past administrators and governors.
Okay.
This is the first military administrator. His name is Captain Philip Ayeni.
Okay.
The first military administrator of Bayelsa State from 1996 to 1997. So after that, Abba Abudara was the next person to be the governor, administrator of Bayelsa State. The next person is Navy Captain Omoyeni Kellen Odubalade II was the next administrative governor. Then we go to Obi, the next person. Then we come to the first executive elected president and governor of Bayelsa State in the person of late Chief DSP Alamesia, who everybody knows. This was the man that began the transformation of Bayelsa State to what we have right now. He did a lot of things. From there, you move to our former president, which is His Excellency Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, who was the next person. He didn't stay long before we now have His Excellency Dimitri Silva. Most of them, apart from Alabama, are talking about say 6 years, and Goodluck, I think 2 tenure, just 2 years before he was moved to the national grid. Then the next person who did 5 years. The only man in the history of Bayelsa State that have done 8 years complete is His Excellency Honorable Henry Seraki Dixon. He made his 2 tenures complete. That's about the leadership of Bayelsa State from 1996 to date. Although the present governor is the medical governor, which is in the person of His Excellency Doye Daly. Now we come to the aspect of Africa as a whole, and this is where civilization started in the European countries. I'm trying to make you understand about the slave trade saga. This is the slave trade. Here we want to let you have an overview of how slave trade started from the Niger Delta area. This is the Queen Victoria Park, the Queen Victoria Wharf. This place is a jetty. This is the place that transcends all the slave trade to the European countries. But before they can start this journey from here, they house them. This is the slave trade in Akasa. This is the Akasas. I thought we are not videoing.
No, you video him with it as it's explained.
Me.
Yes, yes, sir.
Please. This is the Akasa house. If you go to Akasa, you will definitely still see this there. And this one leads to this one. There's a rail path that leads there. It's an easy thing. You can see how the rail line industry was existing before now. So when they house them here, they just take them straight on the rail, straight to the Victoria. Why they call it the Victoria Wharf is because at the time the Queen Elizabeth was still around. So that's why they named it for us to have an identity. That's why it's called the
Queen Victoria.
So this one is in Akasa.
It's in Akasa. So you now move. How many of you have heard of Mungo Park? The man that discovered the River Niger.
Yes.
This is like the consulate, like when you say you go to the embassy, when you say this is the consulate, this is a building also in brass. This is brass. If you go to brass, you will see this is where the control of government takes place. Are you saying it? Where Mungo Park stayed to work. If you go there, you still sight this building right there. This is where Mungo Park stayed. If you all know about that, which we about to send you. Then you know CAC food.
Yeah.
CAC, you know the meaning of CAC. What UAC, yes.
It's in Akasa, I've seen it.
You've seen it, isn't it?
Yes.
This building is the first building, and you can see the structure. Why we're keeping it here? This is museum property. It's done with zinc. and solid zinc. They are the people that brought food and all these other things and workers that worked in all these places at that time before they diverted into more food industry. Now this is called the White House, like the one in the Ivory Tower. But this particular one, this is what navigates and guides ships to Akasa to bring the slave trade in and out. This is it. Go to Akasa. For my own take, this is what probably brought the idea for them to have built the Ivory Tower. This is it. The Ivory Tower is just a fanciful thing, but this one had a purpose. The purpose was to guide sheep. Are we together?
Yes.
Now we move to this one. We are traditionalists. Before the advent of Christianity, we have our own way of life, and we have our own way of worshiping. In these areas, this is a shrine. This is a little deity where they build. That's why you can see the different types of deity they worship. This is found in Yenagoa here. Are you saying it? This is where if you go, you will see. If you go down Yenagoa, you will see something like this. But this time we can't have it. We just have a picture of it. We come here. This one is found in Sakama, I think. This is a settlement, a fish settlement, which is done once in a year. Once in a year, we do this fish farming in this particular area. This is one I will have the better present to give it. This one is in this particular one too. There's a storyline about it. The storyline is that if a mother and a child were going about catching a fish, a very small place, but in the process of catching that this thing, the fish engulfed the children, but she was able to escape. And that before they do any fishing here, once in 7 years, before they do any fishing here, they have to do some sacrifice. And the crocodiles that are there, because they had done the sacrifice, they don't eat them up. But if you don't do those sacrifices and you go there, anything you see, you take it. That's for that one. Also this same one, these are musuem, where we keep people that have died, notable persons, but this one particularly is a shrine. But for this one, it's a chief that dies. Here is where they bury them, this kind of place. The musuem, I'm trying to remember the place. While this is also a shrine, here, the only sacrifice they do here is the sacrifice they do here is not with human beings, but with dogs. The only sacrifice that is permitted there is with dogs. It's in Sabama too. This is our normal headgear for women. No, not for women. Headgear for masquerade. This is for masquerade setting. When you wear it, the person. Most of our headgears for masquerade, they tend to act like those kind of this. This one is like a native doctor, but when the person wears this, like it tends to behave like that. Here, this is a sacred place where before you go, Odioma, this is in Odioma, before you go for war, you do cleansing. That's why you see here it's covered. Before anybody wants to go for war, you want problem, you want prosperity and everything, you venture into this water and whatever you want and you soak yourself in here, it helps you. Yes. Now this is the same thing like the other one. This one is for Nimbe. This is King William Alfred Koko. This is when he was actually buried inside here. Are you saying it? So that's why they pay libation to recognize and immortalize his person. He's a king from the Nimbe Aziz.
Sorry, sir, was it the king that fought with the Europeans?
No, he was not the king that fought with the Europeans. This one is King Alfred. He was just one of the kings at that time. Now, this area we are talking about, the Niger Delta. They say the Niger Delta does not know he is only Good